What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. For the second time in 3 years, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. This time thanks to a surprising 55-23 victory over the Washington Commanders today in the NFC Championship game. With 7 rushing touchdowns, Philadelphia notched the highest scoring output ever in a conference championship game. Saquon Barkley was magnificent as he scored 3 touchdowns and racked up 118 rushing yards on just 15 carries, including, I think he had a 60-yard TD run. So I guess people have forgotten about him sitting down that last game to forego a potential record regular season to save his energy and stamina and potentially his health for extended playoff run. I guess it was all worth it now, huh, Eagle fans? The Eagles trailed 3-0 before their first snap of the game, but they didn't have to wait long for that to change. Quarterback Jalen Hurts, who added 3 rushing touchdowns of his own, faked a jet sweep and pitched a toss to Barkley to the left. The All-Pro back hit his lane at full speed, and as I said earlier, spun out of a tackle for a 60-yard TD to quickly make it 7-3. It was his 7th touchdown of more than 60 yards this season and 3rd such score of these playoffs. Of the ensuing Commanders' possession, Defensive Player of the Year finalist Zach Bond punched the football out of Dyami Brown's hands, and Eagles safety Reed Blankenship recovered. 6 plays and 2 minutes later, Barkley was celebrating his 2nd TD on his 2nd carry of the game with 3:43 left in the first quarter. The Commanders came within 11 points in the 3rd quarter, but they made far too many mistakes to have a real shot at pulling off the upset. Running back Austin Ekeler fumbled the ball the 3rd time Washington coughed it up with 22 seconds left in the frame. The Eagles scored on the next drive following some goal line chicanery as the Commanders tried in vain to subvert Hurts and the signature tush push to increase their lead to 41-23 with 12:24 to play. And then it just got worse and worse until this final score here.
Both sides of the ball, they should be so thrilled here in Philly with what they've seen.
Is in! Touchdown!
Yeah, so the final score 55-23, and I believe Jalen Hurts is the first Eagles quarterback to go to 2 Super Bowls. So salute to Jalen Hurts. I don't want to say I hope that he wins because I hope the Bills defeat the Chiefs tonight. But, much respect to him, and I wish him well in Super Bowl 59. If it is the Chiefs that he's going against, then, yeah, okay, then I'll be rooting for him. If it's the Bills, then, all praise to Josh Allen, and I hope the Bills are able to do it. For the Washington Commanders, they have nothing to be ashamed of. If I'm not mistaken, and like I said, football is not my forte, but I believe the Commanders were 4-13 last year. So to go from 4-13 during the regular season to making the NFC Championship game for the first time in 4 years, I think it was, 33 years, excuse me, the first time in 33 years. That's a remarkable turnaround, and I think the future is bright for the Washington Commanders. Looks like, good things are in store for this franchise, obviously under new ownership. The dreaded Daniel Snyder era is over. And, like I said before, I think the future is bright. For the first time since the early 90s, really. And that's pretty much all I got to say in this one. Salute to the Philadelphia Eagle fans. And we'll see what happens. We'll see who their opponent will be. It's either going to be the Buffalo Bills or it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. And I know most fans outside of Kansas City are not rooting for Kansas City. There's the perception that the officials are helping them. And me personally, I think there's some truth to that. But at the same time, I do think there's some other insidious elements as to why there's such a disdain that people have for Kansas City. And in particular, Patrick Mahomes, because like I said before, I've seen the officials help Tom Brady and the Patriots all the time. I've seen the Patriots cheat. Okay, do people remember the Tuck game? And it just baffles my mind how all these fans who saw all these instances of official bias, official error, or the Patriots outright cheating, but magically these fans didn't seem to have the animus toward Tom Brady or the NFL or the Patriots that they have toward Patrick Mahomes. Now someone needs to explain that to me. Because I think while the NFL is kind of doing some BS with some of these games, some of these calls, I think what you have out here are millions and millions of Tom Brady fans who feel threatened by the historic rise of Patrick Mahomes. I think that's a huge element of this. And yeah, I do think there's also a racial element possibly at play here. But having said all that, for anybody to think you're a racist, I love Josh Allen, and I want Josh Allen to beat the shit out of Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. So, that's it. That's all I got to say about it. What you guys think?